Yeah, obviously we're disappointed not to be able to come away with the win. We dug ourselves some holes throughout the game, not being able to knock down shots and not being able to take care of the ball. I was really proud of our fight to be able to battle back and have a chance to win the game.
So talk a little bit more about, like how you're feeling right now, because like there are no moral victories, and you said
Mm-hmm.
you very from the last time you said you really know this team really well. You know what you got with this team. What got confirmed today for you about your team?
We got confirmed that we're fighters, right? Because this was a game where things weren't going our way and it would have been really easy to fold. And, have the margin of victory be a lot wider than 2 points. So I was proud of our fight. I learned that we're a pretty good defensive team as well. I mean, they scored, I think, 66 points against Louisville. They scored 63 against us. Howard had a day, but we were able to contain everyone else pretty much. So I'm really proud of our defense. It's good to have the gauge against a top 20 team. So we were looking forward to this. I think that we're a really smart team. I think that was confirmed. Obviously, we made some turnovers and some mistakes, but down the stretch to be able to execute and know, I told the team, like, you got to help me out. Like, sometimes they might go zone, and they're like, hey, coach, what if they're zone? Remember, give us a zone play, too. Just things where they're thinking the game. And I think that's going to help us down the road, to be able to come up on the other end of games like this, because we did handle special situations really well down the stretch.
That came through really clearly, because it seemed like in order to come all the way back and tie the game the way you did, things had to go right, not just lucky, but to go right, to execute. Players, can you talk a little bit about how that felt down the stretch, to know that you had to, like call timeout at the right time, and all of those different things, how that felt to be on the court and to execute that?
It feels pretty good because we work on that in practice pretty often. So we always, Sharman will give us a scenario, and we have to know how many fouls we have. We have to know how many timeouts we have. We have to know how much time there is on the clock, on the shot clock, who has this many fouls and can't foul. So I think we've just kind of really learned how to communicate really well with each other in those types of situations specifically, and I think that's what kind of gives us an edge.
Yeah, like what CJ said, I think we practice it enough to know like how locked in we are for the situations when they come into live. So like just trusting ourselves and our teammates makes it a lot easier. And Charmin like practicing it every day and making sure that when it comes to a situation like this, we can execute.
It took a couple of big shots to also tie the game. Your big three, and then your finish down the paint there. Like, what's that like to feel that let's start with you as a freshman and then as a senior, to say, all right, anyone can hit a shot, or they trust me to hit a shot. How does that feel?
It feels like my confidence from my team and my coaches like is there, because the ball could have went to anyone, but when it comes to me, I just know that I'm here for reason. It came to me for a reason. I'm here to knock down the shots, so I'm gonna knock down the shots. Like the first half, it was rough, didn't make it, but it was up to me to like stay in it, and I knew like it was gonna count at the end.
Yeah, I think before having the teammates that we have now, I didn't really get, like, I try and stay pretty composed, if I get a big steal or like make a clutch layup or anything. But with this type of team that we have, it's like so easy to have that really exciting energy and just to lock in and to buy in for Charmin, to buy in for Jazzy, to buy in for everyone. And so like just that energy and excitement makes it so much easier to give all of your effort and just want to help one another. So I think that's like the biggest thing that I was thinking in that moment. And like I was so excited because I was like, win or lose, I felt like we, did everything. Everyone left it all out on the court. And so that's why I was just really excited.
Haven't seen you that excited, really.
Right, exactly.
Charmin, were there plays drawn up? Like, were the right players that you meant to take the shots took the shots?
Yeah, I mean, we called a play for Jazzy to get a three. She knocked it down. Then we called a play for CJ to be open on the block, and she was open, and she finished. And, it feels good to know that we can execute in crucial moments. And they did a really good job of listening and even dealing with with chaos and commotion, and it's hectic in those timeouts, and they've handled it really well, and I feel like we do have a really smart team.
What happened with Howard? You guys did a really good job holding her down. I think like 1 for 10 or something, and then she just went off in the second half.
Yeah, she got some easy looks that got her going a little bit, I think. But she's a special player. I think she made a lot of perimeter jumpers, which is what we wanted. There was a stretch down there because of matchups that we didn't have Jalen on her. She took advantage of that a little bit, I think. We tried to keep Jalen on her as much as possible, but even that sometimes wasn't enough. And at the end of the day, I mean, no one else is in double figures, and we still had a chance to win the game. So I still feel good about our effort.
So what does it say about your team now moving forward? This was like part of the last huge test before conference play.
Mhm.
What were you looking forward to before conference play starts?
I'm looking forward to playing to our best ability against GCU, right? I mean, we just have to keep getting better. And I want to, finish this non-conference schedule on a high note going into Pac-12 play. So it's really important that people get the rest they need and get the shots up that they need over break and come back focused and ready to do our best to try to get a win on the 30th, 29th? 29th.
Mm-hmm.
And, then we'll go from there.
Players, what are you looking forward to in terms of just finishing up this non-conference season strong?
Just showing our ability, our capability. I mean, preseason poll, we were ranked 11, and I think how preseason went so far just shows that we're higher than that. So like against GCU to come out and like dominate and like punch first, like as Dale said prior to, it just show that we can handle and hold our own at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think mostly for us, it's kind of like a personal thing more than like trying to prove something to other people. Like we have to realize like what we're capable of, and so Arkansas, UConn today, like realizing how elite we can be is like not shocking, but like we have to stay like this all the time, and we have to do whatever we have to do to stay there all the time. And so I feel like our preseason was a really, really good challenge for us in order to realize that and be motivated to keep it that way through Pac-12.